when I fail. Give me hope when I feel less.
Bruh. God will not be mocked. God will not be mocked, Montero. Lamar Hill, aka Lil Nas X. It's hard to believe that he's being sincere with this, especially considering like the tweet that he made about like getting on his knees and doing or giving fellatio or whatever. If it wasn't for that, maybe, and maybe him saying, oh, Christian era and what have you, I'd probably be like, man, it could be, he could truly be feeling this way. And, you know, I want to be careful because he probably could be, but you know how sometimes you want to test the waters a little bit. You tell your friends something, and then if they don't receive it, you be like, I'm just playing. You know, that type of thing. And you know, now it's like connecting the dots, because when I was reading on Wikipedia, he said that he dropped out of something because people, it wasn't cool. I forgot what it was. Oh, played the trumpet, I think it was. He played the trumpet, but he stopped because it wasn't a cool thing to do. I think that this could be one of those moments where he's like, his heart probably could be crying out for God, but he's in an industry where he's constricted. He is literally being constrained in like a python, like a snake being like suffocated, and now he's, you know, in covenant with Satan essentially. So it could be a cry for help, and I don't want to dismiss that. You know, I really don't want to do that. I want to be sensitive to that, because at the end of the day, he is a soul. And you tweeted, Montero, that Christians in particular, I believe you're directing this towards Christians. I mean, it sounds like you are. I'm actually read it. Y'all see everything I do as a gimmick, when in reality, I'm just an artist expressing myself in different ways. Whether I'm a cowboy, gay, satanic, or now Christian, y'all find a problem. Y'all don't police nobody else art like mine. Y'all hate me because I'm fun, cute, and petite. First off, I don't hate you, and I can vouch for the brothers and sisters that have been speaking out. They don't hate you, and more importantly, God doesn't hate you. Matter of fact, God loves you so much that he is raising up his sons, his daughters, his trumpets to come out and to speak truth to you, to save your soul. That's how much God loves you, that he's raising up your Marcus Rogers, your Ruslans, your Isaiah Robbins. He's raising them up like Gospel Chops. I don't know his birth name or his name, but he's raising up his sons, his daughters to speak up. And hey, y'all go get Montero. Bring him home. Give him this truth. Tell him if he keeps staying on this path and staying in covenant with Satan, it leads to death. And I don't want him to die. I don't want his soul to perish. God doesn't want your soul to perish. Neither do I. Neither do any of the people that I aforementioned who are speaking up. We love you that much. God loves you that much. And that is what Jesus was sent here for. He was sent here to not condemn the world, but to save the world, because we are born into deception. We're already born leading to death. So we have to make that choice to want to change and to grab onto Jesus. He's here to save us, and he saves us by us loving him, stepping into that process of salvation. And what love is, loving God according to his terms of how we're supposed to love him, is to obey his commands. And that's in the Bible in John 14:15. We don't know what love is because we were born into deception. We were born into sin. We were born into a veil, a separation. We were separated from God. As soon as Adam disobeyed God in the garden by eating that forbidden fruit, he fell into sin. He fell from being at one with God and now became separated. As us being his seeds, we have been born into sin. We've been born with that veil and born into deception. So now it's a process of getting back to that state that Adam and Eve were in when they were one with God, where they knew no sin. They were at one with God. They were perfect. And perfect isn't what Western society has defined it as, being like, oh, you don't make mistakes. No, perfect, according to Hebrew and Greek, is to be mature, to be whole, complete. And how we do that is loving God and being like him. And how we love God is to obey his commands. You know, we love you. I love you. And I don't want to see your soul perish. And I know Satan, he's the prince of this world. He He knows what your fate is, like where you're going to go. If he keeps you separated from God, he'll give you the car, the money, the fame, all of those things, the riches, all of that. Because he knows that if we can keep our eyes on the temporary, this earth, this life here on earth, which has an expiration date, then when we stand before God and he's like, I don't know you. I sent a lot of your brothers and sisters to come speak to you, to give you the word. That was me speaking to you. It wasn't them, it was me speaking to you. But you did not take heed. So this is the consequence. Damnation for eternity, not the kingdom where you could be parlaying with me in my presence, in my glory. It's a serious thing, Montero, like what you're doing. God will not be mocked. And you being in covenant with Satan, which you have clearly shown us from you sliding from heaven down to hell on a stripping pole and giving Satan a lap dance. Like, that seems fun and games, but it's not. You'll have to answer to God about that. I pray that you have a heart like David's. You just experience God to where you just fall head over heels for God. That's what needs to change. What you're saying in this song, if it is true that you want to change, that you wipe me free from envy and from lust and whatever else you were saying in this song, if you truly want to change, Montero, you can. And you will. You just have to go to God humbly. You have to realize the error of your ways. You have to realize that it's my way of thinking that's the sin. Me not knowing who you are, Father, is what the sin is. It's my way of thinking. So I pray that you encounter him. I pray that you start seeing how God is in your life and how he loves you. That this is an act of love. Him sending his daughter to come speak to you, my little brother, to come speak to you about him. Saying like, hey, daddy don't like what you're doing right now, bro. So get it together. Okay? That's love. This is love right now. I love you. I love you. And get your act together. Okay? For daddy pull out that belt. And we don't want that. Montero, I want us in the kingdom together. I want us to just be like, hey, Jesus, get it. Get it, Monty. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, AJ. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Ah, get it, Jesus. I see you. I want us all in the kingdom, bruh. So stop. Get out of that covenant with Satan.